Okay, so take one is, I guess, I'm going to buy this textile mill, and we have no money left. Well, 184,000, and we just sit there. So we've got 26 years to get it's only $8 million in industry profit, which in itself is not a lot, but this is no normal map. So we just sit here, wait for it to make money, and hope it does, which it is, slowly. And this sheep farm, yeah, it's gone up. That's gone up as well. We can't afford either one of those. Should have bought them when they were cheap. Oh well. So, I don't really know how much this is going to make in terms of money, but I feel like just building trains right now is a big, big no. And textile mills are usually okay. They're usually quite profitable. And the great thing about textile mills is that, not just for this scenario in particular, they start appearing 1829, like the earliest you can start, and they continue to present day, and they never change what they demand. They always demand cotton and wool, or both, which are always available. So textile mills, I think, are the only industry, apart from breweries, and maybe another one that I might have missed, but they're one of the only industries that that don't change their demand, and they're always available. May as well put it on fast forward, to be honest. We are going to want to upgrade this, quite possibly. So, growing prosperity doesn't really feel like it, but apparently it is. How much to buy these? So, tool and die, weapons and munitions factories have stopped accepting iron. You must now ship this cargo to a steel mill. Then you can ship the finished steel to the factory. So, these tool and die factories, weapons factories and munitions factories are going to make even less money because there is just no steel. Because, well, there's only 7 loads of iron in the entire map. This iron mine is actually making money, somehow. Maybe that's just backlash from like the tool and die. And coal, there's 20 loads coming from here. This coal mine is making money. So our little textile mill in Albacete, or Albuquerque, or Albacete, however you pronounce it, it's doing okay. It's not doing as well this year as it did last year. Last year it made 4 out of 4 loads, so could have upgraded it, but this year it's still doing okay. Wow, that's expensive. That's also expensive. Just put it back on very slow while I look for potential industries. So that's 700,000. That's 700,000. Yeah. The main thing, of course, is that we... Oh, boom time's ahead. The main thing, of course, is that we have 150,000. So, obviously, we want to buy some industries, but we don't want to go mental. Saying that, farms are usually a safe bet. So, I think we're going to buy this particular one. So, yeah, church has just appeared. I think I might... buy this when we can. I want to issue stock as well when we can. Time seems to go a lot slower when you're not really doing anything. I know I've got it on fast forward, but it actually doesn't feel that fast. It's a bit weird. Okay, yeah, we want to upgrade this textile mill. It's doing really well. It's making maximum loads. So, you might think, why are we not building trains? But if you watch the previous part, you'll realise that it's like the France scenario that I did ages ago, which actually comes with the base game. That's not a coast to coast. There's just not enough economy to build a train. It's more industry is a lot better because industry is sort of a more reliable profit. Yeah, sure, it's slow, but industry is actually one of our goals anyway. And maybe you'd make a profit in a train, but where would you start? You'd probably only be hauling like bare minimum. I don't even know what trains you can get. Cuban revolt at an end. You almost get the consolidation. Cuban revolt at an end. Spanish government agrees to reforms in Cuba. Prime interest rates rises on end of hostilities. Great. So if we want a bond, it's now 9%. Whereas normally I think it would be 8%. Can almost upgrade this. I'm still not sure if we should, but I think probably should. Did I issue stock? I did. Okay, let's actually just upgrade this. Hopefully there's enough wool lying around to make it worthwhile. I mean, in the city itself there are currently apparently 3.9 loads, so yeah, it's going to make enough wool, so it's fine. How much for this? 500,000. You could take out a bond. So we'd be paying 45,000 in interest, which, yes, only about what the industry itself makes, so it's possibly not worth it. But yes, upgrading this seems to have been a good idea. So I think realistically this is possibly the most profitable start, and it looks like our stock's about to split. Not that we care about net worth. Well, I mean, we can buy shares, I just don't think we should buy any on the margin, or many. Because whilst again we don't care about net worth, I just don't think going bankrupt is a good idea. And let's face it, it happened in Iceland. I don't really want it to happen again. So yeah, last year the textile mill made good profit. We are in economic boom as well, which will help things along. I do kind of want to buy this. Are these making money, just out of interest? This one's actually pretty new, so I'm going to want to buy that for 290,000. That's 360,000. So, right, first event of the game. We don't have to do anything at the moment, but Jose Marti, probably mispronounced his name, leader of the PRC, the new leader of the Cuban independence movement, has contacted you. He feels that a progressive capitalist such as yourself should sympathise with the plight of Cubans. Certainly you understand the need for slavery is long past, and land reform in Cuba would improve productivity by encouraging independent enterprise. Please consider advocating the cause of the Cuban people when next you meet with the king. So basically we don't have to do anything yet, but in a bit there'll be an event and we have to make a decision, I think. Yeah, so at the end of your regular meeting with King Alfonso, discussing the progress of your railway, I hate to break it to you, King, but there is no railway. You remember your meeting with Jose Marti. You decide to A. Say nothing to the king of your meeting, or B. Tell the king of your discussion with Jose Marti. Now, I can't remember what happens if you say nothing, if I've ever done that. Let's just tell the king of your discussion with Jose Marti and see what happens. You explain the meeting with Jose Marti with clarity. The king looks at you sternly and asks, what is your opinion of the situation in Cuba? A. Such concerns are best resolved by you, your highness. B. Jose Marti feels that Cuba should receive reforms as promised, and I agree. C. Cuba is like a spoiled child. Give them nothing. I don't think C is a good idea. So I'm torn between A and B, and this is where I feel like I need the gift of hindsight, because I don't want to massively fuck this up. A is sort of good, but I feel like B could be the ultimate best answer. But then on the other hand, if we pick B, he could be like, you what? And then fuck you, and like, we lose like $1 billion or something. But then A might just be like, well, like, make your mind up kind of thing. I'm gonna go B. Jose Marti feels that Cuba should receive reforms as promised, and I agree. King looks surprised by your comment. You quickly explain further. Upon the completion of your comments, the king asks that you would leave him. He wishes to reflect on your words and converse with his advisors. That is all. Oh dear. Doesn't sound good. But who knows? Might be okay. Only time will tell. So, right. Where are those industries I bought? Doesn't bode well either that there's lightning. So, at present, we have a textile mill that is making good money. Admittedly, we aren't in boom, which obviously helps things. We also own 3 sheep farms, which are all making money. Farms, though not always, in general make a small profit, so they are worth buying. Farms are fairly safe when it comes to industry. A lot more so than things like just big industries. So there's a new textile mill in Seville that's actually making money, so I might want to buy that. It's 950,000. But it is seemingly making profit. Jose Marti to meet with the king. Jose Marti invited to discuss the issues with Face Cuba. Not a massive fan of these typos, but at least I can actually understand what they're saying. It's not like the grammar itself is terrible. Wow, it's gone up to 1.1 million. Ew. This distillery is making money from, yeah, nearby orchards. Or fruit orchards. Wow, that is profitable, but it's also 1 million to buy. So there are actually some very good profitable industries. Like this textile mill. Haha. Yeah, so our company is making good money. We don't need bonds either, which is good, because we've still got cash. Let's buy this one as well. Also, January 1881, we have to pay 150,000. So it's a good thing we've got the cash. I'm hoping that this meeting goes well, and if I remember, there is some kind of bonus that maybe creates some more industry, which helps us, or maybe we get more company money, or I don't know. I just remember it going well, though I don't remember exactly what happens. So I think we did make the right choice. Rothschild Bank has deducted $150,000 for your annual repayment of your charter. Thank you for working so hard to improve Europe. Well, at the moment, we're just building casual industries. At the moment, we're basically just a big textile mill. And some sheep farms. We're just a big textile industry at the moment. We're not actually really improving Europe much, though we are consorting with the king. Economic boom fading, however, continued prosperity. Fine. Right, so where was that textile mill? It's here. Oh, that is hugely profitable. I should have bought it when I could. Also some distilleries. Okay, do I take out bonds? That one isn't profitable, but that one is. Do I take out 1 million in bonds to buy... distillery. A risky decision, I do believe. What else can we do? Just looking for potentially profitable industry. Potentially... could be good. I don't want to spend a shitload of money. That could be good. I kind of just want like some money in the bank, just sort of not spare, but as a safety net, in case for whatever reason we stop making money. And also because I'm kind of scared of what's going to happen in these historical events. Yes, I mean we're actually like almost a third the way to golding industry profit. So ironically, the main difficulty will actually be the bronze goal, which in itself is just connecting Madrid to Barcelona by train. I think when we do start building trains, start in Barcelona and then connect to like Girona, Tarragona, Lleida, Huesca, Zaragoza, maybe Pamplona, and then sort of build something like this. And then, because the main thing is, or the main problem I'm seeing is that Madrid to Zaragoza is just a shitload of trees, and it doesn't look that flat. So they paid 150,000 again. We do need to expand though, because otherwise our profits will never increase. So I think take out a bond. It's only 7%. Do have a AAA credit rating as well. And look for potentially profitable industry. That's 1.9 million, but it's making a fortune. So I'm going to buy it. We're going to spend all our money on this distillery. I'm going to buy it. There are also 2 distilleries here. This one is barely making money. This one's actually making a loss. Economy's slowing. Ugh. This textile mill's making a fortune. This fruit orchard making money. Dairy processors appeared for the first time near Pau, but Pau's in France. Also, don't forget we can actually build our own industry, though that is a bit risky. Jose Marti gets tax reform for Cuba. After over a year of negotiations, Jose Marti secures tax relief for Cuban businesses. Okay, what's the king going to say to us? There's a textile mill here that's just popped up. Not profitable. Jose Marti contacts you and thanks you for your support and hopes Cuba will see further reform. He also tells you that due to the tax relief, sugar growers have arranged to improve your credit rating by 2 levels through local Cuban lenders. That's not really very... that's not good. But what? It was already AAA! Ah, oh, come on! I was hoping for more than that. Fuck's sake. Oh well. I suppose it's better than nothing, but... Well, I mean, it is basically nothing! It goes from AAA to AAA. Yeah, so we got nothing for that. Right, let's buy this fruit orchard. When I can. There we go. And then that will help the distillery, which we've just bought, that's making good cash. I'm going to want to upgrade that. So hopefully there'll be more events that will help us. But we've now got good industries. These are making good cash. Yeah, they're taking out another 150,000. That's fine. People are annoyed with us, so the salary remains at 12,000. Eh, I don't care. It's probably just because the share price keeps dropping, but that's because we're in an economic normal, whereas for most of this we're actually fortunate enough to have like prosperity and boom. Yeah, recession. Eh. Good thing about going with industry is that I think industry still does okay even in like recession. Depression, then you gotta worry. But I think in a recession the economy is still okay. Jose Marti gets election reform for Cuba. Oh, he got a tax reform, and now he's got an election reform. So he appeals to the king, presumably again, for election reform, and gets Spanish government approval. Huh. Okay, so how's that going to help us? And or him. What's he going to do? Increase our credit rating again? At least this time, if he did do it, though I don't really want him to, it's AAA, or AA as opposed to AAA, so it would actually help us, but, like, barely. Any of these worth buying? Not really, but... Are there any distilleries around? Are these making money? This one's making money, actually. I don't really want to buy it, though. 3.1 million for that textile mill doesn't seem entirely worth it. This is Portugal, so we don't want to be going over there. This textile mill's making a bit of money. Whoa, that one's profitable. This is the thing, like, there are profitable industries here and there, but they are very expensive, so you gotta catch them while you can. And also, you want to make sure you've got over 150,000 by the end of the year. So... I don't know why there's 3 textile mills in Salamanca. Do need a bit more money in theory because we have already issued stock, which is a bit annoying. So I'm just buying random industry. I don't really have a plan, I'm just buying any old industry that makes money. Let's take out bond just to make sure we've got at least 150,000. Don't want to default. Not yet, anyways. Not while we can afford it, anyway. They cut our salary. That's kind of bastard of them, but could be worse. So if we look at our industries now, got a load of sheep farms, a few grain farms, this fruit orchard making nice money, distilleries making good cash, textile mill making good cash, this textile mill's not making cash. What's in like Barcelona? A not profitable textile mill. Haha. So share price will just keep dropping because we're in a recession and because I keep issuing stock. But we are making money. Also, because we're only industry, the profit there is just going to be the same as that. So it's just total lifetime revenue. I don't know why it's total lifetime revenue as opposed to total lifetime profit, but... I don't care, the company's making money. If we look at our actual profit, it has... I was going to say it's increased every year, but then we actually did really well in 1879. So, Just out of interest, does the 150,000? No, the 150,000 doesn't actually get included in the income statement. I thought it might come under like miscellaneous costs or something, but it doesn't, so whatever. I could do with another big industry. like a textile mill or a distillery. I'm just looking around though, if there are any profitable ones. Newly formed iron mine. I'm gonna buy that. I don't know how that's making money. Like, where's it sending the iron to? 150,000 again. I could do with an event to make more money because at present we're not in any particular situation to start building trains. The king is dead? Huh. Alfonso XII died without an heir. Queen Maria Cristina stays on as regent. How's that going to affect things? Ow. He was our friend. He helped us. So, God only knows what's going to happen now. Patronato law in full force for Cuba. Cuban slave owners making progress preparing slaves for freedom. Slavery to finally be abolished in 1886. Well, that's good. Don't know how it's going to affect us, though. A bit scared by that. Well, they're saying that. We did seem to be enacting progressive politics. So, hopefully, something good will come out of that. Apart from, obviously, the abolition of slavery in Cuba. I mean, hopefully something good for us as well. Now, these mines and sheep farms, they're making some money. I'm just wondering if they're worth it. Distillery here, not making money. There's a brewery here that's making some money now. So, could even buy that. Issue off the stock. Take out bond. Buy this brewery. Hopefully that'll make some cash. What does this port do? Economy back on track. That's good. So we're out of the recession at least. That is good news. Getting another sheep farm. Ah, profitable textile mills. So let's actually just take out... That's not profitable. That is profitable. That's 1.4 million. That's 1.3 million, but it actually seems to be making more... Ah, no. They're making about the same sort of money, so... I'm going to buy this one. And take out another bond. I guess it doesn't really make much difference. I could even take out a shitload of bonds and buy this one as well. There we go. Ha 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 ha! And I still have the 150,000 to pay off. Right. Cut the salary even further. Bastards. Not that I really care. Right, we now have a lot of industry. We have a distillery, 3 textile mills, and a brewery. And we actually want to upgrade these textile mills as well at some point. It's only 715,000 to upgrade. That's if it's worth it, of course, because there's no guarantee there will be enough in terms of wool, because where is the wool coming from? Jose Marti gets election reform for Cuba. Again? Yeah. And gets Spanish government approval. Okay, I'm not quite sure what he's doing now, because I feel like he's already done it, so... Unless he's just reforming it again, for whatever reason. So the wool is sort of just coming all over the place. Madrid has textile mills, and they are profitable. I want to buy this one. because it's making money and it's seemingly going to be work. It's just a tiny bit out of reach. Growing prosperity. Very nice. It's like every time I've got enough money, it just goes up a bit. There we go. And this one as well. Ooh, that's 2.4 million. Okay, no. Right. Avila has offered $100,000 bonus for the first company to connect to it, but unfortunately there's nothing there. It's in the middle of mountains, and we're not building track. Yet. Okay, these will need an upgrade, actually. So let's just take out another million. Upgrade this. Take out another million. Upgrade this. It's not really worth buying unprofitable industry. This textile mill's not making money. This distillery is not making money. This distillery is not making money. Questions. What to buy? Because we've got about $700,000 plus the $150,000 we need. Just under 700,000. Look for profitable industry. Maybe just like a farm would be good, but at least it's got to be worth it. Or we just ooh, actually we are taking loans out at quite high interest. Okay, it's only 8.1%, but yeah, taking out 150,000. So now they're pleased with us again. We are in prosperity, the recession has ended, and we're making good profit. So, assuming we can get from Madrid to Barcelona, we will get gold. Doing so is going to be difficult. And I have no idea when we're going to do that. There's a furniture factory, but there's no logs, is there not? Well, okay, there's logs being produced in San Sebastian, but like, or lumber even. There's currently 80 loads of lumber. Okay. Could it be worthwhile to start building trains? Where would we even build them? Maybe Madrid. Do any of my industries need upgrades? Need profit. No, is the simple answer. Okay. We do have a large amount of money. Is it worth it to try and start building trains? I don't know when to start building trains. Granted, we only have to connect from Madrid to Barcelona. Slavery abolished in Cuba. Jose Marti secures freedom for all slaves. Thanks King of Spain and George Platner for their assistance. Hypothetically, were I to take out $2.5 million in bonds and just literally connected Madrid to Barcelona, would we not just get gold and do that? We've got the $8 million. So I mean, if I did that, would we not just get gold? Because surely, single track, wooden bridges, not electrified. We'd have like $4 million. Surely that's enough to connect from Madrid to Barcelona. Like, I can't see it being profitable. $2.5 million at 8% is 240,000. Damn. Maybe we should just do that, because I mean, no, actually, let's just wait and get more industry. Can we even? How much is track? I know it sounds stupid, but I just want to see how much roughly would it cost to connect Madrid to Barcelona. Like, we can get to Zaragoza. He says. Right, so one bond, or 2 bonds, and we could connect Madrid to Zaragoza. And that's... actually, there are some hills and whatnot. And yeah, actually getting from Barcelona to Lleida, we would need tunnels and whatnot. Okay, so we're still going to need more money. But assuming things stay as they are, and that's a big assumption, this doesn't seem like a very difficult scenario. Provided you start with industry. If you started with trains, we'd be so screwed. I don't know, maybe I just got lucky, but these industries are making good money. I've already issued stock. How much is a bond? 8%. So I could even like refinance some of these bonds maybe, but it's not really worth it, I guess. Any industries making money? Thank you for paying 150,000. So they increase the salary even more. Very nice. Can't take out loans, or can't issue stock, I should say. Right, how are the industries doing? Good, good, good. Brewery's making money, but it doesn't need an upgrade. That doesn't need an upgrade either. I really don't know. What is actually in, like, Madrid itself, besides... Okay, annoyingly, the clothes being produced at the textile mills. Ooh. That'd be a big investment. The clothes being produced at the textile mills, and then just being soaked up at the warehouses, and the warehouses don't actually produce anything. Yeah, that's annoying. So this supplies lumber. That's demanded in there. If we could somehow get steel, we could make weapons. Just thinking, what demands lumber besides like a furniture factory? And okay, then we make furniture. Where do we deliver it to? Nowhere seems to be the answer to that. It's starting to make a profit, that one's still making a loss. I don't know, maybe there'll be another event that'll get us a load of money and then we can just build Madrid to Barcelona. But right now we do need I think we've probably got enough money to connect from Madrid to Zaragoza. So I might just actually do that, though I'm not expecting it to make money. Hopefully the company is still profitable enough that we do okay. Or rather that we are okay after doing so. So we finally started building track. In 1888 in Madrid. Just thinking, how am I going to do this? Okay. Bit convoluted, but the hills aren't great. So I'm having to work around that. Where is Zaragoza? There. Yeah, there's no real, like, sort of massively bad hills, and I think we can... I'm hoping we can get the consolidation. That's a fairly nasty hill there. There's not a way around that. There is if we sort of skiddly doodle over here. And just to answer my own question, we can actually build an unconnected track. I did think we could, but I wasn't 100% sure. So the track itself looks a bit weird, and there are some hills, but it's mostly okay. There's a maximum gradient of 5%. The thing is this track isn't going to be used much, because obviously we're a primarily industrial company. So Zaragoza, there's some iron, which actually we could ship to Toledo were we to connect there. But it is actually profitable to haul to Madrid itself. Madrid itself has a load of clothes, which are profitable to haul to Zaragoza. Also some... Yeah, I mean there's not really much, but I didn't really expect there to be much, so... Let's build... Let's go with 2 maintenance service towers. That should be okay. Train... Oh, we can't get the consolidation. I think because this is Europe, the consolidation isn't available to us. So... We do have hills. The Sterling does not like hills. Now there's to Crampton. The Crampton's really old by now. So, it looks like we're going for a Duke. And let's just go 1 train between Madrid and Zaragoza. And it is hauling a shitload of clothes, as I expected. Jose Marti gets funding from the US. The US sends aid to struggling Cuban economy. Okay. I don't really know... I mean, I don't know if Cuba's independent at this point. I don't know why there's all this focus on Cuba, though. Does Spain not have other colonies at this point? Like, I know Mexico was independent, but what about, like, other places in Central and South America? Or are they just all independent at this precise moment in time? Right. Can I get... Yeah, stock is going to split. Okay, it's hauling wool and iron. Yeah, so Zaragoza to Madrid is not going to be profitable. Madrid to Zaragoza could well be profitable. We've only got to get to Barcelona and then we get gold. So... It seems simple enough to me. It's just a case of doing it. Yeah, okay, we're going to need the money. So this textile mill still doesn't need an upgrade. Oh, okay, that iron mine is actually losing us money. Could sell it for 80,000. I can't see it ever going to make money, so I'm just going to sell it. Yeah, so we've easily passed the industry goal. Yeah. I'm just going to, while things are going well, I'm going to save the game and create a new video part. So, yeah.